Alright, guys. No skirting around at this time. We gotta go into the maw of the skull.
It's time, Seely.
No.
Skull Woods.
No.
Look at it. It's a
Someone
nice.
hold me. I already don't want
Oh boy!
Oh,
This is the level that gives us the ever-lovable Wall Masters.
That's why I hate this dungeon.
they're very creepy as they wait for you. But I will say again, don't forget we have an immeasurable ally on our side in the way that, ironically, the floor masters and wall masters can't do shit when you're on the wall.
What were you
Yep.
gonna say, Steve?
Just with the hand coming up,
hello.
I was expecting one of us to joke about how the dungeon's like, here, let me give you a hand.
Ah, that poor
Kind of,
Gibdo.
Oh no!
Or it would have killed us regardless. What's so poor about it?
Oh no!
I mean, in a way, you can sort of tell that the devs did that on purpose, just
No,
to show.
no,
supposed to be cheeky and also
no,
to show you that
no.
yes, you can do that to the Gibdos.
That's,
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I hate this dungeon.
I will say, for what it's worth, the wall masters of this game are creepy, but honestly, they're probably the least threatening out of most wall masters we've come across in the series.
What makes you say that?
You can hide from them consistently.
That
And
and they don't quite
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't quite blindside you as badly as they did in the Link to the Past, where you had a little drop shadow and then they immediately came right for you.
Yeah.
They did that in the Oracle's games too.
Yeah, whereas in this game, they do hover around you quite a bit before they decide to slam onto you. And even then, the split second before they slam, they do hold still, giving you enough time to back off.
And even Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask, you have plenty of warning.
Yeah, the shadow, once you see the shadow start to drop and that sound effect plays, you have just barely enough time to evade it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, deep down, Skull Woods in this game really isn't all that bad, and honestly not quite as confusing as it was in Link to the Past. So,
I just wish I had more time to think with the damn Wall Masters!
well, I mean, to be fair, there's plenty of wall to go around in this level, hence why they're not that big of threats.
And you know what I hate is that, don't they respawn after a few, a minute or something?
I think most of all wall masters respawn after a given point.
Right.
Yeah.
The idea is that they're supposed to be consistent, constant danger. Which now I'm actually curious. When was the first time that a wall master was ever an enemy?
I want to say as early as the original game.
Really?
Yeah, you're right, it's the original game.
There was that, and for some reason I was thinking as early as Link to the Past.
Yeah, weren't they annoying to
Well,
the
they're
past?
definitely linked to the
They were.
past.
Again, that's why I said their drop on you was a lot quicker in that game than they are here. In fact, I want to say that A Link to the Past is probably the most dangerous that they've ever been.
Right,
And I
because before, actually, yeah, because even in Ocarina of Time, you could argue that you get to hear the,
Yeah.
but here it's literally just and you immediately have to move.
Yeah.
There's that,
Nice.
and then what else? I guess to some degree you could also argue the ones in Wind Waker are also fairly dangerous, if only
Well,
because
they're actually called Floor Masters, not Wall Masters.
What was
Well-
the difference? What was always the difference?
Well,
They
the
can
Go
difference
to the
is...
floor.
Well, the difference
actually
in Ocarina...
this is a case right here where you need the Wall Master to help you, assuming you don't already have bombs on hand.
In Ocarina of
Ah.
Time, the Wall Master, once he landed, you could kill him with just a couple blows. Whereas with the Floor Master...
Well, there's also this. While you're under here, you're completely safe from them.
Yeah.
That's also true because they only stomp on you. Sorry, continue, Seely.
But whereas with Floor Masters, they split into 3 little hands. And you gotta be careful because if they do grab you, they'll grow into one big hand again.
Oh, yeah, I
Actually,
recall that.
I just realized something. Skullwoods is actually another level which I do believe you can more or less tackle immediately if you don't already have any other weapon on hand, because all you really need for this place is the lantern.
Yeah. Again, honestly, I've seen a lot of people start off with this one, especially because you're just right there, usually, when you come into this place. It's not too far away from where, evil Kakariko is.
Yeah, it's either gonna be this or the Thieves' Hideout that you should make as your first trip.
But we'll definitely say, music's pretty eerie.
And then stuff like that happens that kind of takes the eeriness out.
So,
I mean, that's always kind of the funny thing about A Link Between Worlds. Bar the fact that it probably boasts some of the more epic pieces I've heard in a Zelda game by this point. It still has its laugh factor here and there, even if it's mostly unintentional.
So, James, I'll ask, Seely's spooked response notwithstanding, what are your thoughts on Skullwoods in this game?
Honestly, it's alright. I will say it's probably a little more labyrinthine than most of the others, but not by an awful lot.
Okay.
And in fact, that's probably, if I haven't already said, I'd say that's probably the one, not so much iffy thing, but probably the most noteworthy thing about this game's dungeons, in that most of them aren't really that hard.
Okay, so looking at the games that Well Masters are in,
Oh, hello.
Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening for the Switch, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Seasons
Wait, they
of
weren't in,
Ages.
wait a minute. They weren't in the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color versions? Of
It
Link's
doesn't
Awakening?
say it. It doesn't say that.
Huh.
I mean, where would they have appeared in the I'm trying to remember. Where did they appear in the Switch version again?
Well Masters appear as a plus effect panel that can be placed in any chamber inside chamber dungeons.
Oh, okay, so they were
Oh,
primarily
so
a
it's
thing you
custom.
only had in Dompe's
Yep.
creator thingy.
Okay.
Four Swords Adventures. I don't remember Floor Masters being in Four Swords Adventures.
I don't think they are, no.
Hang on, let me look it up.
Okay.
Also, again, another funny
Cool.
case where the Wall Master will inadvertently help you out here.
Just imagine, like, once he slams down on this skipped over quick, just wait, and... Oh, I'm so sorry, Jeff!
Oh, oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god.
Oh, you on top of the thing? There you go.
I remember now. There are Wall Masters in Four Swords Adventures. They drag you to the Dark World.
Oh.
Beautiful. Actually, now that I think about it, I guess in some ways, the only reason why the Wall Master in this game are about as inept as they are is because, by technicality, they can't really see what's below you. They can just feel what's below them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, body heat and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, once they sense something, they'll be all, I got you down, not realizing that there's a freaking grate, like, between him and me.
You know what they call it in Japan?
Oh.
You know what they call it in Japan?
What?
Fall Master.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Fall Master.
Fall Master?
Foru Master.
Huh. Okay.
Well, they do fall when they try to slam you.
Wow, this place is a little, expansive.
Yeah.
Good thing I have a light, otherwise this place would be completely Oh!
Hello.
How long have you two been standing there?
Long
You get away
enough.
from me. You scare me.
And you smell.
Seriously, you need
I
a
can,
bath.
I can imagine. I can't imagine how badly Redeads and Gibdos must smell.
They smell like dead.
Well, now they're gonna smell worse.
Now they're just rotting bone.
It's burning, rotting bone. Like, I can only imagine what's going through Link's nose right now.
By the way, those are some nice little eye decor. Keep that in mind for a little later on in the dungeon. In fact, when I say a little later, I mean right now, because this is pretty much the temple's major gimmick.
Eye puzzles.
Yep, we gotta take their eyeballs right back, or the irises on their eyeballs, or would that be the iris or the
Watch
pupil?
out!
I just figured it was the ball itself.
No, those are the eyeballs right there. We're just taking the ball straight onto that eyeball.
Well, then I guess they would be the like the iris and pupil.
Right. Pretty much everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much the primary gimmick from here on out, is that we'll be mostly be coming across those sorts of puzzles. All while the ever-lovable hand follows us around.
Dude,
Speaking of which, where's that little bugger anyway?
you'll be coming soon. I can feel it
I can feel it in me marrow.
deep inside. Can
Oh,
you
there
feel it
it
in your
is.
mirror, Logan?
I feel something.
Sorry.
And much like in the original Skullwoods, this place spans the entire freaking forest.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Huh.
Not quite as confusing, I'll at least say. I think there's only really like one. This is like the only other time you really have to go out and about.
Yes.
But of course, as per usual, actually, there's like 3 holes we have to consider.
Huh.
I don't really care.
I don't really feel like it.
Besides, my instincts tell me there's another hole I can drop down anyway.
Well, again, and see, this I'm fine with, because this is pretty much how Skullwoods function in the first game.
Yeah, that's really all there is to it.
An overarching... There we go.
Completely trivial when you could traverse through walls.
Granted it. Oh,
Oh, hey, I was wondering
no.
where you were.
Ah!
Hey, goodbye. Now, and here we have more Master Ore.
Do we need it with anything else? Or do we have 2?
We need 1 more.
Okay.
Much like before, you still need 2 Master Ore if you want to upgrade this baby 1 more time.
Here he comes.
I'm gonna get you.
His little fingers. His little fingers just like, ooh, I'm gonna get him.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
You know what kind of scares me is that my fingers are as slender as those Wall Masters.
Really?
Well, just don't do that then. Don't do
are
the
Tell me they're not. They don't look nearly as bony.
They do. They honestly do.
Wow.
My fingers are kind of bony.
And for those wondering, no, they will not take your treasured eyeball away from you. They just want you.
I want you so bad.
Thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
Please, take my hand.
It's dangerous to be in here. You need to leave.
Now then, how about we grab our other prize?
There we go. Okay, let's just find the door and get out of here now.
Man, would that be some shit if a wall master just suddenly came in and took that thing right out of your palms?
Just...
I mean, that was a thing in Twilight Princess, kinda.
Was it?
Or no, not only Twilight Princess. What else am I thinking of? There was a game where, it was Spirit Tracks.
Done.
Oh, just like clockwork, we're already at the end.
Oh, thank goodness. Here we go. And right away, I think for the first time ever, an armored wall master.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and be careful with this sucker. As before, you want to stick to the walls just once they start getting themselves ready for a punch.
I was right. Spirit Tracks.
Ah, okay.
So Keymasters, when you get the boss key, they'll try to take it away from you.
Oh, so that's what they call them.
So far, this isn't too bad. Oh, geez, that's the issue, is that this thing is going to knock out the floor if we're not careful.
Yep. You don't have a lot of room to work with here. I mean, assuming that you let this guy be as haphazard as possible. So obviously, you lure him to not-so-cracked flooring.
Just let him smack around until he's ready to give a wall a good wallop.
Otherwise, that's really all he can do.
Now, would you recommend a fire rod or just sword or?
Just keep slashing at him. That's really that's the best. I would say that's the best course of action with this guy.
Yeah, darn. I mean, with that being said, like, I guess the other complaint I have about Skull Woods is that it's remarkably short.
It's definitely shorter than the last one.
Bam! There it is.
There
it's
you
done.
are.
Also, I just realized, unlike last time, we don't have a Mothra homage.
Nope.
Just a hand.
That's right. Yeah, there was no. Oh, I like that Mothra.
It's a right
even though
hand.
It was really freaking annoying, but I missed that Mothra thing.
On that note, Sealy, you can rest easy now. That is more or less it for Skullwoods. Honestly, it's really not as bad as you made it out to be.
Yeah, we made chumps out of them wall masters.
And look, we found not Dompe.
Not down, babe. That's hard to say.
So yeah, remember
What's
Saris?
her again?
From,
Is
like,
that me?
That's you.
I think
Just
it was,
remember her from the very beginning of the game? Yeah, the game kind of forgot about her too.
We finally saved her.
Ah, I see. My little friend from the sanctuary. You've come to my rescue, haven't you?
Sure.
Why not?
Bless your goodness. How strong you must have gotten since then.
I'll say. I mean, look at everyone
Yeah.
else I saved.
But it seems you have further yet to go. You must save all 7 of the 7 sages.
Right now you've only saved the 1, 2...
Please, I beg of you, save all of us, or peace will never return to Hyrule.
So yeah, one remains, and I think you all already know who it is.
Once you find all the sages, you will surely battle Yuga himself.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I can only hope that if you defeat him, then the captain will change back from being a painting.
Yeah, that guy just kind of up and got himself axed very early
Please
on.
defeat the awful Yuga, and save all Hyrule.
Oh,
you
got
think,
it.
You think they made that name decision on purpose?
I don't know. I mean, you need to contextualize. Oh, hang on. Our last monologue for now.
Oh, hey. Oh, lovely Zelda. Can you sense it? Our brave hero almost has the Triforce of Courage. Lowell will be safe thanks to him. And one princess to another, I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
I mean, if it's not immediately obvious, she has ulterior motives with that painting.
Also, I feel like you're missing something, Zelda. Just paints a mustache on her.
Oh my god.
Now it's art.
You know, if only it were... Oh, that's right. I decided to go ahead and buy
Gotcha
that
rupees.
something for the stranger.
You do have the money for it.
I figured, why not?
I'm going back as in a... Oh, wait, you brought the money? So I picked up when I got stuck, I said.
I thought I told you that you were playing smart, but...
I
Look
mean,
at your
I'll
notes,
be the
Mort.
one who's the smartest one here.
Behold, the golden bee!
Still, be careful.
What do we do with this thing?
What do you think, Logan?
You sell it.
You would just buy an unknown thing and blindly trust some stranger like that. You shouldn't be so trusting, man. That's how I got like this. I mean, except minus the whole buying part.
So in some way, you're a lot stupider than me.
So yeah, I ultimately went and did this because throughout the entire fucking game, I was hoping to get at least one golden bee to spawn, but it never did, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll just buy it.
And so I ask you, who is the fool?
Yeah. Who's the real fool? Speaking of fools, here you go, Mr. Bee Guy.
It's a golden bee. You, she's very bewitching, don't you think? That golden
What is happening?
that sweet note of honey that lingers in the air, and so regal.
Oh
The
god.
queen of bees. She's perfect.
She will be my bride.
She's beautiful.
What is happening?
And
And
so
with
for
that-
our trouble, we got the bee badge. Now those pesky bees won't pester you anymore.
Pretty much, we're now fully
Yeah.
invulnerable and immune to them. That's the bee badge. As long as you have that with you, bees will be friendly. No more stings. Tested in 3 counties. Of course, you know what that means. You can find me even. Oh. It should be a breeze.
Logan?
I was trying to do a high pitch. Keep up the good work.
That voice almost reminds me of Steve's Tingle voice. That's right, I said it.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized that's a one-of-a-kind.
Eldest time.
I do believe if you give him any more golden bees from that point onward, he'll give you a shit ton of rupees in return.
Yep, that's
Ooh.
pretty much the bet. So I feel like that is like the way you can turn a profit is by buying them off of that guy. Wait, does that guy sell you any more golden bees or just the one?
You can sell him. You can give him as many golden bees or regular
No,
bees.
no,
as
I
you
mean
want.
the guy we bought from.
Oh, the guy we bought them from? No, I think that was just the one. That was just the one and done.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Which, again, it's one of those cases where it's very much a failsafe. If in the event your luck was so bad like mine to never have had a golden bee spawn.
yeah.
How did I know you were gonna do the hammer?
We'll see you all next time.
Take care. Because the video's over, CLE.
Now I too can be the king of the bees.
Oh, you know what? Ignore that last part because I didn't realize it went to another video.